Hey everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Halo Reach. In the last part, after repeating a lot of sections over and over again, I finally managed to survive long enough to deliver the AI to the UNSC, only to stay behind after seeing Emil get killed, and we basically just took a ship out of the sky, and I think now we're about to wrap up this game's story.
Good, Spot. All stations, brace for cast-off.
So now the package, which is the AI that was given to us, is now going to be delivered safe and sound. Now, CT, the lone member of Noble 6, of Noble Team, is now staying behind. Oh, God, this is just a trying experience.
This is the Pillar of Autumn. We're away. Package is with us.
It really just goes to show how desolate the planet has become now since the fall of Reach. Oh, 2 for 1. So we completed the 10th chapter, and we completed the game on normal difficulty. So yeah.
Cortana, all I need to know is, did we lose them?
I think we both know the answer to that.
So I'm assuming that was basically the talk of Noble Team, I'm assuming, and he did say Cortana. So yeah. All faithful fans, thank you for playing Halo Reach. Over the past decade, we shared some of our most memorable experiences together inside the far-reaching expanses of the Halo universe. It's been one hell of a ride, and we could have done it without you as we continue marching towards our ultimate goal of world domination. Damn it, I didn't read them all. But yeah, that's essentially the near end. That's the end of the story of Halo Reach, as we basically see the ship going to the oval-shaped thing that is mostly the home base of the original Halo, since, as I said at the top of this Let's Play, this game is essentially a prequel to the original Halo, and basically this was Bungie's swan song. Now here's the thing. I am not a Halo expert. As you've seen throughout this Let's Play, I pretty much sucked. I mean, the sections I was able to get through it, I did get better, but then in just instances, it was just frustrating when I just kept getting killed over and over again. Like, the story, as far as this prequel goes, is great. While we didn't get enough character development out of Noble Team, as a prequel, it does serve its purpose. So the story of Halo Reach, I really like. But the part that I don't like about this game is the gameplay. Now, here's the thing. Is it fun to drive around vehicles and shoot Covenant aliens with a variety of different types of weapons? Yes, absolutely. There is fun to be had. But when at times when it feels like the game just basically gets cheap deaths, it just really annoys me so much. But like I said, I'm not that much of a Halo expert, so it's hard for me to say. Now, that does not mean that Halo Reach is a bad game by any means. It's a relatively good game with a great story. There was just some aspects about it where I just got really frustrated and I had to rethink a lot of things. Like I said, this is a great game to play, and if you want to see a prequel version of it, this is a good starting point to get into the Halo series. So, this is by no means a bad game. There are just some things about it that I find it to be really, really annoying. but compared to some later titles in the series after Bungie's departure, this is a great game that I think people should probably go back to play if they want to get into the Halo series. Now, I guess maybe the way I describe this game is that Halo Reach, I do think it's a good game, but there's some just aspects about the game where I love the game, but I also hate it. But to be fair, it is certainly, the gameplay is definitely a lot better than, say, Homefront in terms of first-person shooters. I will give it that. And I understand why Halo is very popular, even if nowadays the series isn't exactly all that great, considering of the somewhat mixed reaction of Halo 4 and the very heavy negative reports on Halo 5. I've heard Halo Infinite is better, but that's not saying a lot. And honestly, I am not going to go out of my way to get an Xbox Series X just to play Halo Infinite. So, while it was fun to play this game, it was definitely a lot more fun for me to basically just freaking, it was basically just a lot more fun just for me to watch Red versus Blue, and I just figured that it was only fair because I had gotten used to Red versus Blue that I would give one of the games a try. And the reason why I picked Halo Reach over some other games like Halo 3 is because it was on Angry Joe's top 10 best games of 2010, so that's why I figured that it was better for me to play this game over, say, Halo 3, even though it's declared by many to be one of the best games. And I know that the original Halo does have a remake on the Xbox 360, so maybe I'll pick that up. And Halo 2 is a completely different story because I don't have an original Xbox, so there's really no way for me to play Halo 2. I guess really well, as a whole, it was nice to play a bit of this series. I think at the end of the day, I just don't think that Halo really is for me. This game is good. You're going to have a lot of fun with this game, and I do have to come to expect that in shooter games like this and others like Homefront or Call of Duty, you are going to die a lot, so it does make sense. But it does feel satisfying when you get past that point and actually hit a checkpoint. But at the same time, it also gets frustrating when you go through an entire section and then you have to start all over again just because you missed a stupid point on the checkpoint. Really, the main critique I have with the story mode is that the checkpoint system is complete bullshit. But it doesn't ruin the overall experience, and as I said, it is kind of the point that you are going to die a lot. But once you get past that point and play more conservatively and get that point where you hit the checkpoint, it does become really gratifying. So, yeah. So, on the whole, I do think Halo Reach is a good game, but I think for me, it's probably a love-or-hate relationship with me. And with that, I think we're about to wrap up this Let's Play because we're not exactly done. Because with June pretty much escorting Dr. Halsey, George, Kat, Carter, and Emil being dead, the only surviving member left of Noble Team still on planet Reach is CT, who basically is on the planet on her own fighting a swarm of Covenant soldiers. So basically, this is a forced loss scenario. However, this is one of the prime examples of a forced loss scenario done right. Because you basically know that there's no hope of surviving. The rest of the humans are gone, you're pretty much on your own, and you know that you're just gonna get swarmed. And it says the only objective is to survive, and you only basically have a somewhat sniper rifle and a pistol just to help you. So, basically, this is a forced loss scenario. But you're basically on your own fighting off Covenant soldiers, and it doesn't matter how long you survive. So basically, this is CT's final stand. This is Connie's mom, and as I said, it lets you know that you're in a forced loss scenario, and all you have left is to survive, is just to fight. I think it's pretty much when Connie finds out her mom got killed in action, this probably inspires her to go and join Project Freelancer. And if we've seen Red vs. Blue, we kind of know where that leads.
It didn't take long for Reach to fall. Our enemy was ruthless, efficient, but they weren't nearly fast enough. For you had already passed the torch. And because of you, we found Halo, unlocked its secrets, shattered our enemy's resolve. Our victory, your victory, was so close. I wish you could have lived to see it. But you belong to Reach. Your body, your armor, all burned and turned to glass. Everything. Except your courage. That you gave to us. And with it, we can rebuild.
So yeah, this is a really bittersweet way to end the game, but it's also a good way to go out. But it basically goes to show that you know that it's a forced loss scenario and there's no way to survive. And we see the fall of Noble Six, and that's really a good way to go out. So yeah, and that's pretty much the entire game. There's not really much else to do on my side. I guess really just the only thing would be just to see if I can unlock anything. Well, now that I think that I just did that, because I pretty much the only reason why I made my character female is because, like, number one, I don't actually really see it all that happen, number one. But number two, it just also just kind of goes to show how far you... The only reason why I wanted to play it this way was just because I just wanted to see what it was like. Because, like I said, I was just a huge fan of, became a huge fan of Red vs. Blue, that I basically kind of wanted to basically see, to basically tie in everything together, essentially. So now you can basically go and mess around with the customizations, but now I'm just going to go back and get the colors that I had. I don't even remember what I put. Now I'm just going to go back to the colors that I had. Teal, and then my secondary was red, I think. There's just a lot of customization that I do like about this. Yeah, so that's pretty much all I wanted to show, basically, because there's not really much else to do. So, that's pretty much it. So that was pretty much my Let's Play of Halo Reach. Even with a lot of things, I did find the game to be frustrating. Like I said, it is a relatively good game, and I do think that you should play it. So with all that said, there's not really much else to do. So I hope you enjoyed this Let's Play, and hopefully I'll see you on either the next Let's Play or the next MLP review. See you guys next time. Bye.